H-Town, we are almost to 3,500 subscribers, trying to get there by the end of next week. So if you're all about the Texans, be sure to hit that subscribe button below. You're watching Texans Today by Chat Sports. I am Will Scott, breaking down the latest Houston Texans news and rumors. And on today's show, we will discuss the possibility of trading for star Jets defensive tackle Quinnen Williams. Now, he has been in some trade rumors recently because apparently talks between him and New York on an extension are not going very well. He's been linked to multiple teams, and CBS actually has called the Houston Texans a possible destination for Quinnen Williams. Here is what they said. The Texans may have already made their big splash of the offseason by trading up to number 3 to select Will Anderson. But let's not sleep on head coach DeMeco Ryans, the former Alabama linebacker, adding another star from the Crimson Tide to help create a lockdown defense in Houston. Similar to Chicago, Williams would fit into a young Texans team that is just now creating its foundation with a first-year head coach in Ryans and a rookie quarterback in C.J. Stroud. So the Texans recently linked here to Quinnen Williams. And when you look at the numbers last season for Williams, I mean, he solidified himself as a top 3 defensive tackle. 55 tackles, 12 tackles for loss, 12 sacks, 28 quarterback hits, 2 forced fumbles. He is going to get paid. He wants to be, and rightfully so wants to be, the highest paid player at his position. Somebody is going to give him the bag. I think most people believe that's going to be the Jets. But if nothing really changes here between Williams and the Jets and their extension talks, maybe they will look to shop him. Taking a look at the highest paid interior defensive lineman in the league, it is Aaron Donald by a wide margin. Williams is not going to get that much. I do believe he is going to get something similar to Jeffrey Simmons. That Simmons extension, that was inked just a few weeks ago. I think Williams might get $24-25 million per year. You have Deron Payne, Dexter Lawrence, Leonard Williams, DeForest Buckner, Javon Hargrave, and Chris Jones, all making $20+ million per year. And then rounding out the top 10 is Jonathan Allen at $18 million per year and Vita Vea at $17.75. Now, should the Texans trade for Quinnen Williams, type T for trade or type P for pass? Down in the comment section. It is the pinned comment on today's video. So when an ad break comes, go down, chime in. Should H-Town trade for Quinnen Williams? I'll say this. In order to get Williams, I think you're going to have to give up a first, and I am not willing to give up your lone first-round pick next year, which belongs to the Cleveland Browns. I'm not willing to give that up for Williams. He's a great player. He would add a lot to your defense, but that's just a lot to give up. I would like to keep at least one first-round pick because you already traded your own first-round pick to the Arizona Cardinals. I'd like to keep the other one you have from the Cleveland Browns. Taking a look at the Texans sack leaders from last season. And I expect the sack leader for this upcoming season to be Will Anderson without a doubt. But Jerry Hughes, he did lead your team with 9 sacks. So when you're looking at this list, I certainly think that you could use some more help on the defensive line. You certainly got that with Will Anderson. And not to mention, you did sign Sheldon Rankins in free agency. Also, you have Malik Collins, Jonathan Grenard on this list. Jerry Hughes slotted behind Will Anderson. You could also put him maybe on the right side where Grenard is right now. But that's what the Texans' defensive line depth chart looks like currently. It would look a lot better with Williams, though, who's had a spectacular NFL career. He's slated to be a free agent after this upcoming season. The Jets picked up his 5th-year option last year, so he will be playing on the option this year. And what I'm looking at here is he got better and better every single year. The best season of his career coming this past year, where he had a career-high 55, or tied a career-high 55 tackles, career-high 12 sacks, also a career-high in pass breakups with 4. So Houston named as a possible landing spot here for Williams. We'll see what happens. I would be a little bit surprised if he does not stay in New York. But like CBS said, DeMeco Ryans, you got to think he'd be intrigued about bringing a fellow Alabama star to Houston in Quinnen Williams. Let's talk about our next story now, because Bleacher Report predicted Devin Singeltary to win the starting running back job over Dameon Pierce. Kind of a hot take. Taking a look at the numbers from this past year, Dameon Pierce was one of the best rookies in the league. 220 carries, 939 rushing yards, 4.3 yards per carry. He had 5 total touchdowns with 165 receiving yards. Meanwhile, Devin Singeltary in Buffalo, 16 games. So more games, less carries, less yards, 819 yards, 4.6 yards per carry, 280 receiving yards, 6 touchdowns last season in Buffalo for Devin Singeltary. Singletary's great. I think Devin Singeltary is really good, but predicting him to win the job at OTAs, a little bit surprising. Here's what DeMeco Ryans said about the Texans running back duo. Yeah, we're excited to have both those guys. Dameon has shown a lot from his rookie season. He's shown that he's a really good player, and being able to add Devin there with him to have sort of that 1-2 punch, to have those guys balance out each other. I think it'll be ready. I think it'll be really a great addition for us. Excited for what Devin can bring. He's hungry to show that he can do more. So excited to have him here in Houston. Here's my take. Singeltary was a great pickup. I think that shocked a lot of people that Houston got him. He was one of the more sought-out running backs in free agency. So really excited to have him in this room. But Dameon Pierce has superstar potential. He was outstanding as a rookie. He's going to be better this season as well. He should be RB1 on this team. He should be leading the team in carries every single game. There's really no question about that. But it's certainly a talented 1-2 punch you have here. Who should start? Who should be RB1 for the Texans? Type 31 for Dameon Pierce, or type 26 for Singletary. Down in the comment section. Go down, chime in. Dameon Pierce, I'm really excited to see what he is going to do in year 2. I expect him to rush for over 1,000 yards. I expect him to be a top 10, maybe even top 5. That might be a hot take, but top 5 running back in the league this year. I think he has superstar potential, and I think he should be the guy as RB1 going forward. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, youtube.com/Texans TV. We're always going to have you covered with Houston Texans news and rumors. So if you want more Texans content, be sure you hit that subscribe button below.